We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Colorado Rockies and the Cincinnati Reds. Eugenio Suarez, the league's current home run leader, will look to add a long ball or two to his total next. Luis Castillo is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Coming to the plate now, Raimel Tapia. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For Colorado, the left fielder, Raimel.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 at this homestand.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
1-2.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Foul. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The next 3-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. You see the average starting play at .318. A dozen home runs, 39 driven in. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Dahl is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. Try to change a pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1-2. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Nolan Arenado is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
There's a strike with the fastball as he gets back in the count at 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
2 out, nobody on. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
At the plate, Trevor Story. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat.
One and one.
The 1-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
I got to count 1 and 2.
The 1-2. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 1 left for Colorado. Now it'll be the Reds' turn, no score. Jeff Hoffman will be on the mound for the Rocks. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Settling in now, Nick Senzel. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Senzel.
Pitch on the way. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, they got to find a way to put yesterday behind them. They got pounded without question, but today is a new day, and they regroup and grind and try and do the little things to try and win this ball game.
1-1 to the Reds leadoff man. The 1-1.
That's ball 2. Three balls, 1 strike.
On deck, Mike Moustakas. The 3-1 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
So coming to the plate, Mike Moustakas, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch.
0-1's the count.
Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss. Senzel aboard here at first with nobody out. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pop commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
So now to the plate, Eugenio Suarez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Arenado's got it. To second for 1. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Standing in, Charlie Blackmon. Lifetime versus this arm. He's gone 3 for 6. He also has 1 home run.
Blackmon.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
In his career, Blackmon is quickly approaching 200 career homers, looking to inch closer here. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Think he would have liked the green light there. It's 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The 2-1. Base hit into right center.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese, middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Number 9, Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy steps in now as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes in here right at 260. 8 home runs and 31 RBIs. Set to deliver the 0-1.
The count is 1 and 2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, man, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's Ryan McMahon now, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. Down and away, ball one. The 1-1.
Ball that's outside. Inside, ball 3.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Now at the plate, Dom Nunez. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. He's set. Here it comes. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
And he'll fight this one fouled off to the left as the count goes to 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Into the box now, Jeff Hoffman, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Ready with the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at all to make a play here, so despite the effort, the inning will continue.
The batter, the left fielder, Raimel Tapia.
Stepping in now, Raimel Tapia, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He went down looking to open up the ball game. One and 0. Here it is. Fouled away. Ready with the 1-1. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
The 2-2 pitch. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Rockies leave them loaded. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Nick Castellanos now. It was a three-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory.
Castellanos.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Castellanos, once a member of the Chicago Cubs organization, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Joey.
Into the box now, Joey Votto. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. And there he goes towards second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Well, he tried to turn a single into a double by stealing second on the first pitch, but they were ready for it. Good catch and throw from behind the plate, and it's like that base hit never happened.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Two balls and a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Swing and a line drive, but unfortunately right at the shortstop for the second out.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 44.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Aristides Aquino. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze him.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show.
Welcome back to Cincinnati, where the hometown Reds have given these fans a lot to cheer about from the mound this season. Coming into this game, they rank among the best teams in the league in strikeouts and hits allowed, which is no doubt an indication that they have a lot of depth on this staff. One member of the coaching staff reiterated that most teams realistically have only 2 or 3 dominant arms, if that. But we're extremely fortunate. We've got so many talented guys that we're really confident in throwing out there in just about any situation. Matt?
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
David Dahl.
First pitch of the at-bat. David Dahl is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Weak grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Barnhart moving to his left. Makes the play, one away. And with that,
Now
we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
Arenado.
Into the box now, Nolan Arenado. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Now the pitch.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Third inning, no score to this point. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
And here is strike three called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Trevor Story steps in now as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, and 1, here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. But the feed to the pitcher is offline, and the inning will continue. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
Well, I can see what he was thinking. Thought he had a chance to make a play at first, but then he forced the throw, and an error is the result. They got to deal with a runner on second now.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Now the 1-0.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. A ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Rockies strand 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping in, number 3. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Ready. Go, pitch.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball 1. 1-1.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. 2-2.
3-2.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Good battle. Count remains full. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Now to the plate, Tucker Barnhart. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, kicks and deals. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. The 1-0 home. Runners on the move for second, and it's fouled away. And this one gets away. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball whiffed on for a strike.
2-2.
A runner at second, nobody out. Fouled off. Another 2-2 offering.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to third. Arenado has it, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Luis Castillo.
So here now's the pitcher, Luis Castillo. And with a runner already in scoring position and one away, he is likely not to be bunting here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a pop-up now. Nunez over to his left. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Nick Senzel.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that means Nick Senzel will dig in at the plate. Here comes the first pitch. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. And he fouls this one off. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score.
Ball 1.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. 1 left for Cincinnati. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Daniel Murphy.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
The windup and the 0-1. Looked like the changeup slipped out that time, and it misses well above the zone. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
2 balls and a strike to count. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And Ryan McMahon digs in to bat next. First pitch of the at-bat. Strike taken up in the zone.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Hit to first. Taken in by Votto. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The catcher, number 3, Dom Nunez.
In now for Colorado, Dom Nunez looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And now pitch on the way.
Ball, that's inside.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. High in the air out to center field. Senzel backing up on it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Mike Moustakas.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
1 strike.
Fouled away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
The third
Coming to the
baseman,
plate
number
now,
7,
Eugenio Suarez.
Eugenio Suarez.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball.
No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Dahl. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 2, Nick Castellanos.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Nicholas Castellanos. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And Blackman will make the catch here, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in order through 4. Still tied, 0-0. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Rockies, the pitcher.
All set for the start of the inning, and next will be the pitcher, Jeff Hoffman. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that these guys currently find themselves 4th in the NL in that category. Digging in once again, Raimel Tapia is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Now the pitch.
0-1.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
David Dahl to the plate now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. And it's fouled away. No runs, 3 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And right into the shift. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
Here's ball 1 now to the Rockies' third baseman. It's 1-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. One left for Colorado. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said that collectively as a group, their timing appears to be way off. As a result, they're often getting blown away at the plate or simply fighting pitches off. In the dugout, they're talking about getting things started a little bit earlier and simplifying their swings to give themselves a little bit more time to get the bat through the zone. We'll see if they're able to make those adjustments, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Joey Votto.
First delivery to him on the way. Joey Votto is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside. 1-0. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And 2-2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Aristides Aquino is on deck. Pitch on the way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Story picks it up, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 44.
So striding forward now, Aristides Aquino. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now that's popped up. Murphy is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 3. Shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
2 gone in the Cincinnati 5th. And up next, the former Philly shortstop, Freddie Galvis. Here comes the first pitch. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High and deep to center field. Ranging back is Dahl. On the warning track, he makes the catch. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and in to hit next, shortstop Trevor Story. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Fouled off. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Nope, that's inside.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. One there. Relay to Votto's in time at first, and it's a double play. Side retired. Rockies are down quietly. Still no score. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart.
Tucker Barnhart.
First pitch on its way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
2 strikes.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The 2-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Blackmon is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, Luis Castillo.
Now batting, Luis Castillo, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
The 2-0 on the way. Hit on the ground to third. Gloved by Arenado. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Nick Senzel.
Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Nick Senzel. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
0-1 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Ready for another chance? Mike Moustakas. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
No doubt, this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Fastball well outside.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
The 2-0.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
That's outside.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
2 out with a man at first. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Reds leave 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. In now, Ryan McMahon. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Ned. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
It's really hard to work deep into games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. And the pitch. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Michael Lorenzen comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Michael Lorenzen.
Dom Nunez will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out. From the belt, kicks and deals. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. One and one.
No, 1-1.
Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out. That's a ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Ready for another shot now, Jeff Hoffman. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. Lorenzen, 28 years old. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Now batting.
Go ahead run to third there after the bunt. Sacrifices aren't everyone's favorite play because you give up precious outs, but they do have a lot of ways now to take the lead.
So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Raimel Tapia. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Row. With the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Row?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. Second and third here, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
Fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Rockies center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Two and 1 to David Dahl. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. The set and the 2-2. Bounce to first, fielded by Votto, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for Colorado. We are still scoreless.
7th inning stretch.
Last half of the 7th here, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
On to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th.
The right fielder, number 2, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey! One and one.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Sent on the ground out to second. McMahon fields it cleanly, and there's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by him.
Grounded softly down the line toward first, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. High fly ball out to deep right field. Blackman going back. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Joey Votto. 19th home run for him on the season. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Jairo Diaz takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Number 37, Jairo Diaz. The batter, number 44.
At the plate, Aristides Aquino. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Here's the pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Full count now, 3-2. Freddie Galvis would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Murphy will put this one away, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Reds, and it comes on this Joey Votto homer. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 1-0 Reds. Matt Bowman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and in next it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Swing and a miss on a ball inside, 0-1. And that misses, 1-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-1 will be a base hit into center field. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. So that puts the Rockies leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
The batter.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number one is straining him on base. And now with one out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
At the plate now, Charlie Blackmon down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And it's 1-1.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is the right fielder. It's gone. They've taken the lead in the 8th. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as they've taken a 1-run lead.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Lucas Sims gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Number 39, Lucas Sims.
Here's Daniel Murphy now.
The first baseman.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Hard hit ball to short, fielded by Galvis. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Stepping up to the plate, Ryan McMahon. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way.
Outside, that's a ball.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
And it's fouled away. The 1-1.
Hey!
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. But the Rockies push across 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's now 2-1 Colorado. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. James Pazos is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Josh Fuentes will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 8, Josh Fuentes.
Now the pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Pazos is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Galvis behind 0-2. Pazos stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He was a 13th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Phillip Ervin will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Phillip Ervin.
Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Number 4 will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the 8th quite yet.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in the show get absolutely hammered.
Standing in now, Nick Senzel, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back in. timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 0-2 home. Hit high and deep to right center. Giving chase is Dahl. But he can't get there, and a big break on defense as the tying run will be forced to stay at third on the ground rule double.
Wow, if that ball stays in the park, we've definitely got ourselves a tie game, but it hops over and the runner has to go back to third. That's a bad break, and now they'll have to find another way to get this game tied.
Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And that misses low and away, ball one.
The Reds have been searching for that big hit all game long. Let's hope they can get it. They're starting to run out of time. It's about time for something to happen.
2-0 now.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
The 2-0 pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
Here's the payoff pitch. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
Carlos Estevez answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Travis Jankowski will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 31, Travis.
Sliding into the box, Eugenio Suarez facing some tough pitching in this one. His bat's been kept uncharacteristically silent.
Yeah, but it only takes 1 swing, guys. You know as well as I do. He gets a pitch in the middle of the plate. With 1 swing at a bat, he could change the entire complexion of this game.
In there for strike 1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero. But this is where you got to tell yourself to relax a little bit. I had an old coach tell me one time, when the bases are loaded, just concern yourself with getting the guy in from third.
On the first, and the Reds rally comes up short here as that ends the inning. 3 left for Cincinnati. Our score remains 2-1. Pedro Strop enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Kyle Farmer is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Red. Now playing second base, number 31.
Josh Van Meter is also into the ballgame now as he takes over at second.
Number 17, Josh Van Meter. Now catching, number 52, Kyle Farmer.
Into the box, Dom Nunez. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
Leading off for Colorado, The catcher, Dom Nunez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
So now to the plate, Josh Fuentes, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 10 home runs, and 22 RBIs. The 1-0 home.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up.
Yeah,
And there are 2 away now.
Yeah, we'll push out Pat will do one to make close at every time.
The bat,
And then just want to read
the
it
left
for
fielder, Rimo
Pat for
Copy.
Microsoft. Yeah, so the way it came up this week.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Raimel Tapia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
Comes set and the 0-1. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Too high. 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And he strikes out again. And that's the 5th time he's punched out today. This has certainly not been his game. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They lead it 2-1. Scott Ober enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 45, Scott Ober.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nicholas Castellanos. He'll start things out needing just a run to tie it here in the bottom of the ninth.
Castellanos.
Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Oberg has tossed over 30 innings so far this season, and through those innings he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. The 0-1 pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. in is Joey Votto now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. 1 out, nobody on. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
The 1-2. Fouled off. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Stepping up now, Aristides Aquino. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. There's great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. And he fouls this one off. The Reds down to their last strike. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Rockies came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Jairo Diaz gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Scott Oberg earns the save out of the bullpen, his 31st of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rockies, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Reds, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Great American Ballpark, 42,319. The Reds thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.